let's start with our today's topic, which is the reproductive health. So let's see what is actually the reproductive health. Reproductive health means where the health of a woman, a female, is taken care. Why? Because if she is going to be the healthy reproductively, then only she can produce good and a healthy babies, right? And she can build a good and a healthy society, the environment where we can survive. So reproductive health means the socially healthy society too, where a female can be. So there are few things which are really important for this. Let us discuss them one by one. So let us see first childbearing and women's health. So of course it is very important, because if a woman is it should be a proper age. For example, a woman should be definitely more than 18 years, plus 18 years. If she is plus 20, then much good, because her body is well developed, well maintained now, and she can bear the baby. The woman who is bearing a child, who has conceived, she should get full nutritious food, nutritious fruits, food, pulses, grains, everything should be there. A proper balanced diet according to a woman who is pregnant, it should be there. So that, because whatever she is eating, the amount of food is going to the baby also. So for that purpose, she needs to have some good food and quality food too, so that she can take care of both. Otherwise, what will happen, the child who is going to take birth can be having some weakness, or maybe it's not that healthy, not proper weight according to how it should be. So for that purpose, it is really important. Family planning, of course, this family planning is also very much important, because if a person thinks that no, I should have 2 children, 3 children, 4 children, 5 children, like that, or sometimes what people do, just to wait for a son, they keeps on giving birth to the many girls, and they think ki jab tak till they won't have a boy in their family, they produce 2, 3, 4 girls and then a boy. So if they are doing so, the women's health is also going to get affected, and of course their economic condition will also be affected. So the family planning is really very, very important to keep the family healthy. In that, the women also comes and the children too comes. Then there are some methods by which family planning can be done. Means if a person doesn't want a baby at particular time, so they can do few things, because of which it can be balanced or maintained. One of its procedure, or the process or the method of family planning, is the withdrawal technique. In this technique, there is like if a person is there, so at the coitus interruption time, the person can withdraw its penis, so that there will be no movement or no discharge of semen in the vaginal area. Secondly, there is a barrier method. Barrier method is again having all these 3 things over there. These 3 things are the products which can be used so that there should be no sperm movement in the vaginal area. So for that, there is a condom which is made up of a latex. This can be worn so that there will be no sperms movement. There is a diaphragm. This diaphragm is also a rounded latex coiled spring kind of a structure. This also helps to prevent or to stop the sperm cells to move to the uterus. There are the IUCDs. IUCDs means intrauterine cooperative devices, coitus devices actually. So intrauterine coitus devices, contraceptive devices, are like the copperties. These are actually inserted in the uterus. For example, if this was uterus, this was the cervix area, so here it will be implanted, so that there will be no movement of sperms or the semen inside the body. Same way, there is a chemical method. In this chemical method, some chemicals or medicines are used so that there should be less chances of the pregnancy, or the sperm cells should die or should not move inside. So for that purpose, there are again 2 different things are there. A person can use spermicides. Spermicides are the tablets, gels, paste kind of things. These are used so that the sperm cells can be killed or can be dead So these things are there as the chemical method. So this prevents the ovulation because there is no movement of the sperm cells. Next we are having the surgical method. Surgical method is tubectomy and vasectomy. Tubectomy is done in the females and the vasectomy in the males is done, right? So only this method is there which is irreversible, can't be back. Rest all are the reversible methods. If are used, okay. If not used, then also okay. But if this has been done, then it can't be reversed. So tubectomy is done in the what we call fallopian tube. So if this is the fallopian tube, at some place it will be cut, and now here at this place it will be tied off. So that now there will be no movement of sperm and no movement of ovum too. So the tubectomy is done in the females. Same way there is a vasectomy also. Vasectomy is also a surgical process, and this is done to remove the vasa deferens. Now in this what happens, the vasa deferens is like how it is over here. So at this place vasa deferens somewhere it will be cut and tied off, so that there will be no movement of the sperm cells. So these both are the surgical methods. Apart from this, there is one more method. I will mention it over here, the fifth one. This method is according to the calendar of menstrual cycle. So as you know that the menstrual cycles after, on the 14th day of the menstrual cycle, the ovum releases. So it can be done like according to this cycle. Either the intercourse can be done before it, or it can be done after 20 days or 20th day or 19th day. Then there will be no chances of the conceiving, right? Apart from this, one more method is there where a female, if she lactates, so at that time also, because of the lactation, a female is not able to conceive. So these are some reproductive health methods by which the reproduction can be stopped or controlled, or family planning can be done. So hope you have understood this. Thank you for watching the video.